cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the #1 podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. You're tuned in to our Black Friday episode. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And welcome to another Black Friday. Fellas, today's show, I want to talk to the black men, the black fathers who are out there. Now, you know, you got all of these one-liners. It takes a real man to be a father. Anybody can be a daddy, but it takes a real man to be a father. And all of these old one-liners and stuff. The bottom line is, we know that there are good dads, and then there are deadbeat dads. Well, I have a list of names that I like to label these dads, right? And I'd like to have a discussion with you guys. But what's important is the impact that they cause in their children's life or the ladies that they've procreated with. Mm-hmm. So the first dad I like to discuss, well, I like to go down the line with the first dad. This first dad is called a Disney dad. Now, your Disney dad, he's actually the dad that's there at every function. He's always there. He's at the PTA meetings. Mm-hmm. He's at the sports complex. If your kids are in the sports, mm-hmm. He's always involved in his child's life. Mm-hmm. This is the Disney dad. Yeah. Now, in my opinion, I think that this is what every kid is looking for in a dad. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I would. Don't we call that the fun dad? Ain't that the same? The fun dad and the Disney dad, ain't they the same?
In actuality, that's what a dad is.
And actually, no, I take that back. You got to take it back. You got to take that back because the fun dad. Because I'm gonna keep it real. I'm talking about myself. Mm-hmm. I didn't make the PTA meetings. Mm-hmm. Not all of them, anyway. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't make none of them. Well,
okay.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't make. But I'm there every weekend. The fun stuff. Yeah, the fun stuff. Yeah.
Actually, what you're mentioning, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna be diving deeper.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the Disney dad, right? Now, this second dad you have is what's called a hollow dad. Now, this hollow dad, he's actually in the home. Mm-hmm. He's actually in the home. Mm-hmm. And we know something that's hollow is a shell.
Right, right.
And inside, it's a shell, but inside of it is empty. Here's what makes this dad hollow. He's emotionally disconnected. Mm-hmm. He's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is he there like the Disney dad, but just emotionally disconnected?
That's emotionally.
Yeah. He's in the household.
But is he like doing?
He ain't going to the PTA? No, he's emotionally disconnected.
I knew somebody.
He's not there.
I knew somebody exactly like that. They did not participate in the kids and whatever. Most that happened, the baby crawl on him. He might hold him, but that's about far as he gonna do. Maybe going to cook, but he wasn't one. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know he's there, but he's not there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've seen that before.
And there are a lot of women who complain about those kind of dads.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this next dad. I'm gonna use a professional wrestler's name. Now, this is no knock on the professional wrestler. I think y'all understand why I use his name, but he very well could be an awesome dad, and just for the sake of making this point, I'm using his name. Mm-hmm. This is the Stone Cold Steve Austin dad.
The tough dad.
This is the dad that when he gets home, he going to go grab him a beer. Uh-huh. go get him something stiff to drink. Mm-hmm. This is the dad that's in the house. Oh, he throw punches. You don't do what the hell he say. Take that damn trash out. He about to slap you across the damn room. You don't take care of your business.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's quick to talk shit.
Yeah.
He yelling. He gonna cause havoc up in the house if things ain't right.
Yeah.
Now you know psychologically that can cause issues. To have people walking on eggshells.
Of course.
Yeah, because you be in the house nervous like, is daddy mad?
Well,
as soon as you get out of school, daddy,
you uncomfortable at that point being in the house with him
because he's unstable. You don't know.
Now, a lot of us were raised. If you were raised by a father, was probably raised by a Stone Cold Steve Austin dad.
You know what?
James Evans.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't that. He wasn't that type of dude.
Yeah,
He talk shit and he'll drink some liquor. You know, but I guess, of course, yeah, because we would get ass whoopings.
yeah. You you really
Yeah.
okay, daddy man.
Yeah.
Or if you ain't take the trash, man, you know daddy
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
I take that back.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
reject
A lot of
that. No, he was.
That's
that,
if a
yeah.
father was present in your home,
Right.
Right, if a father was
Right.
present.
No,
And,
yeah.
and you know what?
Yeah.
Put a pin in that
I
part.
was looking at it in a different.
Yeah, but put a pin there. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why though.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna go and I want to find out what kind of dads
Right.
we have. And so a little bit later on, the show,
So that Steve,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
that type of dad, is he going to PTA meetings?
No, he
Nah,
probably ain't.
he's exactly who this is.
He ain't. He ain't.
This is.
He go to work, come home.
I go to work. I work hard every
I come
goddamn
home
day.
and I want-
I come
I don't
home. I
wanna be
want a
bothered.
bill. I don't want to hear no noise. I don't want to hear
I
shit.
don't wanna
Be
be bothered.
still.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm watching TV show
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
football or something.
Yeah.
I work hard. I
Yeah.
keep the lights on
Yeah.
up in here.
Still in line.
And damn it, be quiet. It's too much noise.
Hey, man, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. So this Stone Cold Steve Austin dad, and then and if he got a son,
Yeah.
don't let that trash be taken out,
Oh,
or
yeah.
don't
Or
let.
not be-
I'm gonna
yeah.
slap the shit out you.
Yeah.
Put what you sticking your chest out? What you huffing?
Now
you huffing and
yeah,
puffing?
now you got to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this Stone Cold Steve Austin dad, right? Okay, so the next one is a peekaboo dad. Everybody know what peekaboo is. Peekaboo.
He in and out.
He is in and out of the children's life.
Who birthday is it this month?
Yeah, right.
That dad.
Yeah.
When I left, who birthday was it?
Every
know.
now and
Yeah.
then he a peekaboo dad. You may see him 1 month, then you may not see him for 4 months later.
5 months.
Or 4 years
Yeah.
later. Sometimes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so he's a peekaboo dad,
Yeah.
right?
That's funny.
Y'all know some peekaboo dads?
Oh,
Well,
everybody
there's
has a
plenty of
peekaboo.
them. Yeah.
Peekaboo or disappear. Disappear
Yeah.
dads
Okay.
and peekaboo
Now,
dads.
now this next dad, he's actually similar to the peekaboo dad. He's the hide and go seek dad.
You gotta
Hide and
find
go
him.
seek now.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he can't be found.
can't
Where
find
is he? Where the fuck he at?
He don't answer the phone.
That nigga
Yeah,
running from
yeah,
child
yeah.
Do he pay
support.
child support at least?
That's what I'm saying. He running from child
Do he
support.
don't
pay?
have a
Do he
job.
pay child support? Like, is he on papers and he's paying the child support, but he just don't go see his kid? How does that work?
Well, you know what? Let's give the hide and go seek dad. Yeah, let's say he pay child support.
Yeah.
Okay,
He just not present.
he's
in the
just not
child's life.
present.
Yeah,
Okay,
what the hell is he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So, this next dad is interesting, right? I call this one, this is the hopscotch dad.
The house.
Now, here's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
I want you to think about hopscotch. You know how usually a lot of girls play hopscotch back in the day, where they draw the little boxes on the concrete and put the numbers in it and throw whatever. Then y'all got to go and hopscotch through it, right? So they're jumping, right? They're jumping, moving from square to square. Well, the hopscotch dad, this is the dad that was actually married to the mom. They got divorced, and by court order, they say, look, the court say you can have a child every weekend, every other weekend. You can have a child every other holiday. And so, here, hopscotch dad, in some instance, the kid is hopscotched.
Right.
Oh, you gonna be with your dad this weekend. You gonna go over here with your mama this weekend.
Yeah.
You gonna go over there.
Yeah.
You gonna go there. That's the hopscotch dad.
That would be me.
Okay.
But I pay child support. I do all that other stuff, and I spend time with my baby. So
Yeah. But hey, court order.
yeah, court order.
Court order.
Yeah.
Your hopscotch dad. Right? Now, this next dad, this is the invisible dad.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now the invisible dad is the dad that the kid never knew.
Never saw.
Never heard
Never
of.
met him.
Never saw.
Don't know him,
Yeah.
never heard of
No
him.
child
Abandoned.
support
And
being
usually
paid.
that's
Abandonment.
associated with a mama who don't know who the father is.
Father is. Yeah.
Or in some cases, just in some cases, dad,
dad just
running,
walked out
just
on
running.
her.
Just
And-
running.
Well,
never-
that's equivalent to your hide and go seek dad.
No, I'm
Which
sorry.
is-
When I hide and go seek, he just hiding. He ain't trying to be seeked.
Yeah, but the
so it would be
kid
invisible.
know who the dad is. The mama know who the dad is.
No. Okay, so let me explain. I know somebody
Mm-hmm.
in my family in this situation right now where she knows who the dad is. He's gone. He just moved and just disappeared. So she knows the dad, but he's invisible.
So check it out.
He
You
doesn't
said
want to be
something-
found.
You said something key.
What's that?
She knew who he is.
She knows who he is.
So hide and go seek. You know who playing the game. You just got to go find them.
But-
now, invisible dad,
I ain't seen him at all.
nobody's ever seen
him
this man. Don't
ever
even know who
before.
he is.
Okay, gotcha.
And I say usually this is associated with women who get pregnant and don't know who the dad is.
is. Okay.
Or
gotcha.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
there's some rape cases.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
There's some
Yeah,
rape
it's
cases.
several different.
That
Yeah.
is true. That is true.
So, or it could be, you go to a sperm bank
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you get injected.
Yeah, could be that
That's
too.
the invisible dad.
That's the invisible dad.
So
Okay,
that's
that
not-
dad.
Good point.
That
Yeah.
dad. That's a different
Well,
dad.
and you know, just that you mentioned that, most of those on that list have several different, can be characterized several different ways. Each
Yeah.
one of those that you named or you gave a name to can be categorized in that same way that you just categorized that one, the invisible dad. It's a lot of different
Yeah,
ways. it can
nuances
be.
you get.
It should be
uh-huh.
it should be the hide go seek and hide and stay hide.
Well, you can
got those
play
ones.
with- you can give it your own definition of
Yeah.
how you want to do it.
Yeah, I got you.
Just So this last dad, this dad is called the angel dad. This dad has his halo and wings, meaning that he died before the child got a chance to know him. And so this is your angel dad, right? So that's unfortunate that the father passed away
Right.
before the kid can even know. But there are a lot of kids out here
That
with
experience.
angel dads,
Yeah.
and in our community, a lot of times these angel dads probably got jammed up in drugs or something and got killed and murdered on the streets.
Right.
And these kids don't even know who their dad is. All they hear is stories, and unfortunately, the stories that they hear is some negative.
Yeah.
Some negative stuff about their
Most
dad.
of the time it is.
So with that being said, let me explain to y'all how this affect the children. How the negative impact it has in a child's life, right? There's a high rate of depression and suicide when the kids don't know
I agree.
who their father is, who their dad is. There's a greater chance of substance abuse when the kids don't know who their father is.
That's correct.
That's great.
I said that is correct.
Oh, there's a higher rate in criminal activity for them to
Yes.
go out and commit a crime.
Yeah.
When you don't have a dad structure in your life, you get with them old knuckleheads and y'all cutting up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of them streets.
You get in trouble because you with them at that point.
Exactly.
It had nothing to do with you most of the time.
And also, now, this is kind of tricky because this is all a part of growing up and you getting a desire and urge. But there's also early sexual activity.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree.
Especially with no direction.
Yeah, early sexual activity.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then if you're not careful and you get somebody pregnant or whatever,
Then-
you can possibly become one of the dads that I've listed.
Statistic.
And the cycle continues.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, in regards to how it affects the child, poor educational outcome, meaning that
They're distracted.
and they ain't trying to do right in school.
You
And
can't teach them nothing. Can't tell them nothing. The same. Yeah.
now, let me go deeper, right?
All right.
How it affects the mother's well-being. Now, oftentimes, we got a Women Wednesday show where we talking about women and certain things dealing with women, not to be female bashing, but we do cover things in regards to women of what we think and how we feel as men, right?
Yes.
Well, here's something that we also need to be aware of when it comes to these females. When the fathers are not present to help raise these children, and whatever the type of dad they are, whatever, when the father's not present, what happens is that the obvious, it leaves the mom to raise the child by herself.
Yeah, put more stress on her,
Exactly.
which her mental state starts changing.
I'm glad you said that, Slash,
Yeah.
because that was the next thing I was going to say. It causes more stress and depression
Yep.
with these females.
Yeah,
It does.
that's what it'll do.
Now,
That's what it does, basically.
Now, we've had other shows, other Black Friday shows. I think you led one, Slash, where we talked about the black community and financial and
Right.
building up the community
Right.
and all of that, right?
Yes.
Well, here's how fatherless not being present in the home could affect the female, because these few things that I've named is all how it affects these women, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, it can cause financial woes that can contribute to poverty,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
now she got to take care of the child by
And
herself.
don't have much already. Yeah.
Then she got to rely on welfare,
Yeah.
and we continue the cycle.
The cycle.
And
cycle
then
continues.
now in some cases, and we've done it on this show, not that we blamed it, it's just that we proposed a question. If there's no dad in the house, right? And she got to rely on welfare,
Right.
we've talked about how did the woman choose a check over the man?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
we
she
did.
playing both roles again.
Exactly.
Wow.
So some of this stuff, fellas,
Yeah.
we have to also hold ourselves accountable.
Oh, yeah. It's all tying in.
All day.
That's what it looked like to me.
So before we close, I want to ask and go around the table. We all have children. We all are here because of our dad, right?
Yep.
He saw a twinkle in the mom's eyes
Yeah,
up there, whatever they call it. So
Or,
I wanna know-
or tingle in his pants. Let me
yeah,
stop.
right. I want to know what kind of dad we have. Now, if y'all don't feel comfortable sharing this based upon this list that I gave, if y'all don't feel comfortable sharing it, just say, hey, I just want to keep that personal business to myself. Now, y'all notice there's one type of dad that I didn't mention that everybody knows about, and that's the deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I didn't mention him, because he actually falls in one of those dads.
Yeah.
Just one.
Invisible.
Yeah, well, more than one, but
Yeah, he
but
falls in several. Yeah.
So that's why I didn't mention the deadbeat
Right.
dad, right?
Yeah.
So I want to start with me, man, and tell you what kind of dad I have, because he's still living, right? And we have a great relationship. When I say a great relationship, meaning how I feel about him and how he feels about me, right?
Right.
That's our relationship. How he feels about me and how I feel about him. But the type of dad that I had was let me go look at this list real quick. One more time. I had a hide and seek dad.
You had a hide and seek dad.
I had a hide and seek dad because I always knew where to find him.
But you had to find him was the
I had to go looking for him.
Yeah.
And so when I was a kid, my mom used to send me to go and visit supposedly my dad, who actually stayed with his mother, right? So I was visiting my grandmother,
Mother.
but I had some cousins I can play with and stuff like that, right? So that was exciting. But my dad never spent time with me. He was always in the streets, hide and seek. Where the fuck is he? But I couldn't miss it because I was having so much fun with my cousins.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you ask me, hey, did you have fun at your dad's? Yes, I did.
Yeah, I did.
It did.
It just wasn't with him.
But it
Did
wasn't
you
with
have
him.
fun with your dad? It's a different question.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. So I had a hide and seek dad.
Yeah.
You know, and I will say this, I'm not going to get into what type of dad I am. My children know what type of dad I am. But I'd like to say I'm way better than hide and seek. So, Slash, you touched on your father a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say the Stone Cold Steve Austin, but respectfully, I say that because that can have several different, meanings or characteristics within itself.
Yeah.
So, but what I mean when I'm talking about him, when I say he gonna talk shit, he gonna drink, he gonna go to work, that's what he gonna do. You're not gonna change his schedule. None of that shit. He gonna drink, he gonna talk shit, but he wasn't abusive. So, but when you characterize the Stone Cold Steve Austin and talking shit, and he'll whoop ass. If you did something wrong, yeah, your ass got to whoop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you categorize it in that manner, but
I got you.
that's the type of dad he was. He wasn't at the games. He wasn't active in education, sports. He wasn't active in that. But he took care of what he needed
What
to
did
do.
he take care
when
of
he
the
come
bills?
home.
Yeah.
That was him, you know. And
Gotcha.
and I'll be honest with you, it taught me something to be the same type of person. So from that, learning that's how I was, you know, as a dad. Look, I'm finna sit down. I'm gonna pay for everything I need. I'm not gonna be at your play, but guarantee you when you get here, everything you need.
He's gonna be
Boom.
That is
Okay.
You know.
Comedian 96.
Man,
What kind of dad you had?
I had let me tell you, because of the circumstances of how I lost contact with my dad. Don't want to get into that part of it, but I lost contact with my dad when I was 4.
Okay, before you get in that, based upon this list.
I'm finna tell you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. My dad was a mixture of all that. A mixture of 3 different ones.
Okay.
He was the Stone Cold when I was there. Before he was
tough guy,
4.
yeah.
Before I was pulled away, right? Because we moved from the north side to the south side.
I got you.
Left him over there. You know, back in the day, we didn't have Uber, we didn't have buses, all that stuff. And long story short, when I was there, when I was 4, he was the Stone Cold. I went painting with him. I got my butt whooped for not eating okra for 3 hours. Well, not for 3 hours straight, but I couldn't leave that table.
I got you.
Yeah, so he was that guy. But then after the circumstances, he ended up the hide and seek / the deadbeat. So he was a mix.
Okay,
of 3.
well, hold on. Deadbeat is not on the list.
Well,
We know that.
Oh, it's not on the list. Okay.
Yeah, deadbeat is not on the list, but we know that deadbeat can fall in several categories.
Okay,
It could be
gotcha.
So you had a Stone Cold Steve Austin dad at one point that transitioned
Yes.
to a hide and seek
Hide and
dad.
seek dad.
Now, is there other that you want to add, or just
Well, you
those
said
other
said
two?
deadbeat
Yeah,
wasn't on
okay,
there, so
so-
no, because I say deadbeat because he didn't try to come look for me, but I can understand back in the day.
Could you find him if you needed to find him back then?
I was a kid.
Okay.
I was a kid, so
Could mom find him if she needed?
my
to find
mama probably could have.
Okay, because there's a fine line between a hide and seek. Well, not a fine line. Well, yeah, hide and seek. Gotcha.
Yeah.
K Money,
Yes, sir.
what type of dad?
Man, unfortunately, I didn't really know my father, so I would have to say invisible. But I don't think it's the same for the definition that you gave.
I got you.
It's invisible for different reasons. Later on in life, I did a little research myself and found out, the guy that was allegedly my dad. I never did do any DNA to confirm it, but I do believe that he is my father. And I think had we had a relationship, he probably would have been the second type. From because I did actually go meet and talk to him, and if I had to give him one of those outside of being invisible, and like I say, invisible is not because of that definition.
Yeah.
I think it would be the
hollow dad.
Yeah,
Hollow dad.
Hollow and
the hollow dad is in the home but emotionally disconnected.
I can't even say that because I don't know him like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with the invisible dad, and I do want to give real quick the type of dad I feel that I was. I feel like I was 1, 2, and 3 between Disney, Hollow, and Stone Cold.
Okay.
I think I have a little bit of all 3 of those in me.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we talked about how the dads not being present in the children's life, how it could negatively affect the children. Let's just say there are some cases where the kids turn out okay. And y'all are listening to 4 of them who turned out all right. All right, that brings us to our black fact you can't take back. So today's black fact is about the single fathers in the United States. They don't get enough justice, enough just dues. In 2022, there were about 1.21 million black families with single fathers living in the United States. That's an increase from 1990, where there were 400,000 black families with single black fathers. So, oftentimes we hear single mothers doing it by themselves. I want to give a shout out and a black fact you can't take back to the 1.21 million black fathers out there doing it by themselves. This concludes another dope episode of Black Friday. Tune in tomorrow for Music Monday. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and follow my YouTubes. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.